Hey everybody, it's Billy Williams, President of Inspire Nation Business Mentoring. Today we're going to look at tips you can use to help you overcome self-doubt and fear of failure and rejection. We're going to take a different path today. Instead of looking at processes, scripts, or technology, I'm going to discuss some psychological and emotional issues that cause many businesses to fail, or at the very least, not be as successful as they should be. These issues are self-doubt, fear of failure, and fear of rejection. The word rejection stems from the Latin word rejectio, meaning throwing back. Isn't that the perfect way to look at the act of rejection? Someone is simply tossing the ball back in your court so that you can take the next steps. Now, the ball could be an objection that you have to overcome, or even a broken promise. The next step could be handling the objection or moving on to the next prospect. I was always taught that no was an abbreviated form of not right now. So I have no problem with you telling me no at least once a year when I call you. Now, I haven't always had that level of self-confidence. It was learned over time and experience. Unfortunately, many business leaders don't see it that way. They see every failure or situation that didn't go the way they expected as proof that they are losers in their chosen business field. They see every prospect that doesn't answer the phone or doesn't return their call as a personal rejection. And worse yet, they see other people's success as more fuel to throw on their burning pile of self-doubt. I often get credit for being a great business mentor, but I believe that I see my greatest success when I help others to see themselves and their business in the same way that I suspect God looks at us as children. We're born innocent and ignorant, just like most business ideas. We see people around us walking and talking, and we too want to experience these awesome things, just as we see successful business ventures happening all around us. We sit there in our wet diapers, planning and scheming how we're going to take our first steps until we finally decide to take that shot. In this analogy, a wet diaper could be a lack of money or knowledge. Of course, the first time we try to get up, we fall on our butt. We didn't know it, but our parents did, which is why they usually try to coerce us into taking our first steps while they're holding our little fingers in their big hands. So let me ask you two questions. Who are you reaching out to that helps you in your business? And who's holding your hand in business? You see, guys, we learn what we do and how to do it from the people we trust to teach and protect us. The safer and more protected we feel, the more challenges and risk we take on, until we fall on our butts, and we always fall on our butts. When we do fall on our butt, we cry for a little while, and then we see our parents, or if we're adults, we feel the presence of our God, and then we feel safe again, and we get up and we try again. But this time, being a little wiser, we might try it differently because of our experience. Life and business will always throw things back at you, and often they're going to knock you on your butt. The real question you have to ask yourself is, what do you do when you have another chance to get it right? Because being knocked on your butt just gives you another chance to get it right. Do you focus on how you got it wrong the first time and then you don't even try it again? Or like that baby I discussed earlier, do you cry for a little while and then get off your butt and give it another shot? Just imagine if we all stopped trying to learn how to walk because we fell on our butt. Now, the following 5 statements come directly from Marla Tabaka, and she's of Inc. magazine. She's one of my personal mentors. Here's how she explains how you know if you have self-doubt and a fear of failure or rejection. First thing is, you make excuses. When opportunity comes knocking, you're too busy, claim that it's bad timing, or you dismiss it as not a big deal. What do you do next? You hide your true self. You feel safer if you take on a phony persona so that the real you isn't rejected. It's as though you're living behind a mask, and we all know people that do that. We know that that's not really who they are, but that's who they are in order to protect themselves. Next, we complain. We feel so frustrated with ourselves that we blame others. We complain about our circumstances. We feel negative emotions toward others because it seems easier, and we assume that they are the problem. They're the reason that we don't get something done. So we don't want to take responsibility for our own lack of assertiveness, our own actions, so we blame other people. A lot of times we'll become a people pleaser. The fear of confrontation, or worse, the fear of losing someone, is so disconcerting that you place the needs and desires of others ahead of your own. You have a difficult time saying no, even if it's not in your best interest. What do we do most of all, though? We don't seek opportunity. You may have great ideas and many opportunities to connect with the right people, but you put it off until tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow rarely ever comes. Now, we're back on Billy's words now. How do you actually fix this? What are some tips, Billy, that you can tell me that will help me to overcome self-doubt and fear of failure and fear of rejection? Well, the first thing I'll tell you is watch what you say to yourself. Some psychologists say as much as 90% of self-talk is negative. Pay attention to the words you say to yourself. Do you criticize yourself? Do you have a negative outlook on the future? Do you value yourself today based on your past? Not what you've accomplished today, but how you look at yourself from 20 years ago or 10 years ago. Do you let emotions guide most of your decision making? Remember, emotions are current feelings that are usually based on your history. Your history is a combination of your passions, hopes, dreams, failures, successes, and of course your insecurities. If you aren't saying positive things about yourself, surround yourself with people that will. A good mentor, while being honest, will always try to address issues in as positive of a manner as possible. Don't let your history control your future. Do you know when your psychological challenges began? Often you can trace your feelings back to certain life events and people. As an example, did you have a parent that constantly berated you? Did you have a spouse that tried to control you through negative words? Did you struggle in school so you felt dumb compared to the other kids? Did you try a business venture that failed? Whatever the cause or causes, those things were in the past, and you don't let your history control your future. You have to commit by starting today to base the viewpoint of yourself on what did I accomplish today. That means if you're struggling with a bad attitude, as an example, do your best to have a good attitude today. Remember, your attitude is a reflection of what you think about your future, and your future is looking better just because you decided to make it better. So again, don't let your history control your future. Third thing you should do, designate a specific time to get one important thing accomplished. Remember this saying, this little Billyism. If you don't make the time to be successful, all of your time will be spent fighting off poverty. I've said these words 1,000 times to almost anyone that would listen, and yet they never get old or outdated. Just like learning to walk, learning to be successful in business requires you take baby steps, and just like a baby, you're probably going to have to hold on to someone or something before you can do it on your own. Even that baby had to decide on a time to take the first step. A good mentor will help you select which baby steps and times are best for you. As you get one thing accomplished, you'll find that you have more confidence to try the next thing on the list. Number 4, surround yourself with people that will help keep you positive and focused. People such as mentors, role models, spouses that support your vision, and friends that are positive influences should consume the majority of your time that's not spent enjoying your family and your God. Make sure the people closest to you are energy makers, not energy takers. Finally, you have to make sure that you understand what real luck is in life. And in order to do that, you got to get your resources in order. You see, real luck is when opportunity plus preparation meet time management. That's how your luck is made. So luck equals opportunity plus preparation plus time management. What do I mean by get your resources in order? Well, preparation includes staying up to date by educating yourself about your business and your chosen field. Role-playing different conversations and scenarios that regularly occur in your business so you're not blindsided when those things happen. Controlling your money, your credit, and your debt so that money is available if a good opportunity comes along. Aligning yourself with good mentors and role models, creating business associations that can benefit you today as well as in the future, creating and protecting your business reputation by giving exceptional customer service, and most importantly, aligning yourself spiritually with a group of like-minded individuals that look at the positive aspects of who you are and they espouse good values and good ethics, personally and business-wise. Now, I'm a Christian, and while I would love for everyone to be a Christian, I do understand that people of every religious background and culture subscribe to my blogs and podcasts. So regardless of what you choose to call your God, honor your God in business just as you would in everyday life. That doesn't mean you're going to be perfect, but when you get knocked down or get knocked on your butt spiritually, just as you do professionally, grab a hold of something like the Bible or someone such as a church leader or a member. Pick yourself up, dust your butt off, and keep going. What matters is that you overcome self-doubt, fear of failure, rejection. When you're a baby, you depend on your parents to overcome those things, to help you overcome those things. You need something in your life. You need people in your life. You need a spirituality in your life that you can run to, that you can depend on, that you can feel safe and protected, and that will help you overcome your self-doubt, your fear of failure, and your rejection. I hope these words of inspiration and encouragement have added value to your day. This is Billy Williams, President of Inspire Nation Business Mentoring. Have a great day, guys.